Okay, we are almost live. Yeah, we are live. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to one more Clube Parceiro de Conversação Zoom live meeting. Today, we have full house here, and we have our more than special guest, teacher Isabela, my English teacher. Welcome, teacher.
Thank you guys for having me this afternoon.
Well, we also have Ruben, the special guest as well. He's always here and he's always welcome. And I need him here. Thank you, Ruben, for being here.
Hello, welcome.
And we also have Manu, my student for the first time here. Manu, if you need anything, you just ask, okay? Great.
Okay.
I'll give you guys now the word so you can introduce yourselves. Just a little bit, share something you think is important, relevant, interesting about you. Okay, I'll start with you, teacher.
Okay. So guys, as you already know, my name is Isabela. I live in Brasilia and I am an English teacher. I have been an English teacher for about 12 years now. I love teaching. I love being in the classroom, having fun with students, and it's a real passion.
I can tell. I am a witness of that.
Yes, I really love it. Couldn't do anything else in the world. So I really love it. And it's a pleasure for me to be here with you. Yesterday, I was watching some of the lives you have already had, and it was nice seeing that you have been talking to people from everywhere. Yes. And it's a way to motivate people in Brazil to join this club and to participate and to study English. So I think it's a great idea. And I didn't know you were doing that.
Oops.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So
well.
Maybe you should let some of your classmates still know
I
about
didn't
that.
tell them.
Yes, maybe they will be interested in joining you. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, let me just yell to Pedro because he brought the fan, but he didn't bring the plug. Calm down.
Okay.
So, thank you very much. Okay, so this club is one of the parts of all that Parceiro de Conversação offers that I like the most, because that's an opportunity for my students to interact with people from all over the world and experience English in real life, but still have me by their side so I can help. And we always have great time here, don't we, Ruben? Your turn.
Yes, the most important is to speak not only by teaching English, the most important is to practice our English by listening and writing and also speaking. About listening, it's our club. It's the main reason that we are chatting and discuss the topics.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. My name is Ruben. I am not from Brazil. I am not far away. I'm from far away. I am from Greece. I am 32 years old. I am web development and I'm getting my Bachelor of Computer Engineering. That's all about me.
Yeah, by the way, Ruben is building my website. We have already launched it. It is beautiful, it is functional, but it's going to get even better because we are still working on that. So if you want, go check it, parceirodeconversação.com.br. Manu!
My name is Manuelis. I am from Venezuela, but I live in Brazil for 3 years. I start to learn English with Sueli. I need practice my English. I need learn speak. I need learn here better.
Yeah, Manu is with me for 1 month only. We had 4 classes. But she already knew some English before we started, and she's doing pretty well. And for me, that's an interesting experience because where are you from? I forgot, sorry. You just said.
I'm from Venezuela.
Venezuela. Yes.
I am teach Spanish from Brazilians, but I really feel love for language. Is very beautiful when people start learning expressions in other language. It's like to learn. It's like to teach one child.
Yeah, and you're so brave. I'm really proud of you. Well, that's it. And as I was saying, that's an interesting experience because it opens my mind. Because I deal with some Portuguese issues. She has, and from the experience I have from my other students, I can deal with that. But then it's a whole new challenge with the Spanish part of the thing, and that's awesome. Great. Are we ready to start talking about the topic we are going to talk about today?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. Okay. There is someone watching on YouTube. Hello, welcome. Please talk to us here on the comments. Tell me where you are, who you are, and all the things. I'm gonna share my screen then now. And presentation mode. My voice is kind of weird because I have this cold that came from nowhere.
I hope you get better soon.
Sorry, Ruben?
I hope you get better soon.
I will. Thank you very much. So our topic today, digital life, pros and cons. Teacher, you chose the topic. Tell me why.
So when you invited me to be here today, I was like, oh my God, I don't know what we could talk about, what could be interesting. And I wasn't sure about the age level. Mm-hmm. So I asked you and you told me, oh, my students are around 15 years old. And I have a friend who is around 30, right? Mm-hmm. And then I thought, well, what could be interesting for any age level? And then I came up with this idea of talking about technology, digital life, because it's something that it's impacting everyone's lives. So I thought it could be interesting for anybody.
Yeah, it is.
No matter what age, yes.
I was checking on the questions and they are also interesting questions. Good for us to be discussing about. Okay, then next page, I have my social medias. If you're new here on my YouTube channel, you just got here, you don't know who I am. I am teacher Sueli. I'm a Brazilian English teacher. And those are my social medias. You can find me on Instagram, here on YouTube, on Facebook, LinkedIn, and also on my website, parceiro de conversação.com.br. Okay, initial questions then. What do you think of when you hear the word technology? That's the question for all of you guys. Who wanna talk first?
If you like, Manuela or Isabela, you can start. Feel like
Ruben
you're
is a
home
gentleman.
and feel like you're home and express yourself.
Well, I think of immediacy. I think of scientific knowledge being applied as well. Scientific knowledge being applied, machinery, equipment that make our lives easier. That's what I think of.
When I think of technology, I think of robots. What do you think of, Manu, when you hear the word technology?
I think in computers, I think in cell phone, I think in social media.
Great. And we are all correct. Ruben, what comes to your mind?
My job, computer engineering. So technology, I can say I'm not, and meanwhile I am professional, and I can say that technology is a wide awake topic. Very brief and in with very little words, I can say that technology is the tool to advance the world. It's the tool to advance how to live much better by talking to another person in another planet, and helping about medical and anything else. Technology is wide awake topic to chat. There are many pros and cons about it. Technology. I think it's a compound word from tech and ology, which means there is a theory of technology. Technology is everything. Technology is about robots. Technology is about PC, personal computer, anything else.
And Ruben is in Greece, the origin of most of the words that exist.
Yes, I think you learn a lot from him today.
Okay, well, let's move then to the next question we have here to discuss. How has technology changed your world? We know technology has changed the world in a general way, but how about your world, your daily life? How has technology changed it? Peach, I'll start with you.
Okay, so let me see. Well, in my case, I think that technology has made a lot of things easier. For example, ordering food, because you can just use an app, a cell phone app. So that's a lot easier than before, that you had, to call somebody, and oh my God, it's a lot easier nowadays. It's more practical. I always have to call an Uber for my son. So that's a lot easier as well, because we use apps for everything. To solve bank problems as well, to study. I study a lot using Google, using the internet. So it's another way technology has changed my life. What else? To go to places I haven't been before, because now we have GPS and we have all the GPS apps that can take us everywhere in the world. So you can go anywhere, plane trips as well. So I could stay here forever, naming things that technology has made for me.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think the biggest thing is not having to go to the bank. It's so awesome to just solve everything using the app on my cell phone. About Uber, well, it's something, because I want to go buy Uber everywhere, but it's expensive to keep doing that. So I can't decide if I like it or not. How about you, Ruben? How has technology changed your world?
My world didn't change, but my wallet, yes. I mean that from 2019, when coronavirus started, I didn't have to travel and pay for bus, taxis, and etc., and hotels to go to my university to take exams. From distance exams was a great and much less painful experience by economically. I mean that technology helped me to take exams and save money.
Nice. How about you, Manu?
I try to speak, or I want to speak about technology. Technology help me every day because I live in a new city for me. I need GPS for any place. Well, yet I study this distantly, right?
You mean
A distance, EIT.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I use technology for communication with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yet for taxi, for Uber, for anything every day. I remember when I a teenager, I studied only with books.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have computer. In my city, don't have internet. Is more difficult. Is with technology is more quickly the access or the war in general.
Mm-hmm. In general. Nice. See, you mentioned studying without the internet, and I remembered I did too. When I lived in Goiás, I didn't have internet. And when I had to search something for school, I would go to the library. It would take me hours to be there reading the books.
Me too.
But I like that. I love going to the library. I still go sometimes. I take Pedro. There is a library near here. We sometimes go there to just hang out, take a book. Nice. Let me share my screen again. Okay, yeah, you're talking only about good things related to technology, but everything have advantages and disadvantages. So let's put those two together here and talk about the advantages and disadvantages of technology for us. I have one, Uber. I can't walk anymore because I go everywhere by Uber. That's a big disadvantage. How about you, Ruben?
About pros and cons, about advantages and disadvantages, about advantages, there are plenty of advantages, just like disadvantages. About advantages, as I said before, with coronavirus and technology helped a lot the people. most of the people by distance help a lot of people to study, to work, and do some stuff that couldn't without technology. Another thing is that technology helped and still helping medical technology. Medical technology is one of the most important things of the universe in general. And there are many things to talk about, but that's all.
Yeah. Well, I can think of another disadvantage, and it is, I forgot. I was thinking about that, but I just forgot. So I'll pass my turn. Teacher, it's your turn now.
And it's right first.
You can.
Okay. So as I said before, there were so many things that it would take us so much time to solve, to sort out, like bank stuff and studying and researching and learning about anything. And nowadays with technology, it's all within reach. It's all handy. Yeah, that's what I tell my students sometimes. I'm sorry, you have no excuse, because it's all handy, it's all there. You just have to see it and open your computer or your cell phone and start studying. And as you said before, you would have to walk, look for a library and study. And we had to use the books while we were there, because some of them we couldn't take home. An encyclopedia, for example.
Wow.
Yes.
Encyclopedia.
Yes. And then we had to work on our assignments, the school assignments, when we were there at the library, because once we went home, we wouldn't have another way to research, to look up what we needed. So nowadays it's all here. Yeah, you just have to see it. You just need discipline, and then you can study. You can fix lots and lots of problems that before we would have to move, to fix. I agree with Ruben. He mentioned medical advantages as well, because technology has helped find the cure for a lot of diseases as well. Yes, now we have vaccines for so many diseases. So there are several advantages.
Yeah, that's true.
We can't live without it anymore.
The disadvantage I was thinking about is about the safety. I think we are the same amount as is all things are handy for us. It's handy for people who does not have good intentions. See?
Yeah.
So I think that's
true.
A great disadvantage. We are too vulnerable online. We do everything online. We leave our data everywhere, and it's not that safe.
Yes, we have some contradictions, right? For example, I was thinking about that today, because as nowadays we can fix everything so quickly, because we have a cell phone and we have a computer. And because we can fix everything very quickly, this helps us having more time for ourselves, right? Because you don't have to move, you don't have to take a bus, you don't have to drive to go somewhere. You can do everything from the comfort of your home. But at the same time that we should have more time for ourselves, we don't.
Yet.
No, we don't. We don't have time for, I don't know, for leisure, for example. We don't have time to read a nice book. We don't have time to take care of ourselves. We don't have time to spend quality time with the people that we love. So that's a great contradiction. It's great. It's everybody, rushing all the time, and with so many mental problems as well.
Mm-hmm. True story. Well, Manu, what do you say about advantages and disadvantages of technology?
The advantages, many advantages.
I see you are a technology lover.
Uh-huh.
Can you see any disadvantage?
We can learn a new language for more easy. In the medical technology help us more people that Julie,
Yes.
can I say agricultura?
Agriculture.
Agriculture, technology in the agriculture is very extensive. I cannot speed all of all of one speed, but as the world is more easy with technology.
How about disadvantages?
Disadvantages is I acknowledge with Isabela because more people is more time in the cell phone, in the computer, make nothing.
So true. That's advantage. Okay. Do you wanna add something else, or can we move?
Yes, I will.
Moving. Look at this photo. There is a fridge in the Arctics, I believe. Okay, so here we are going to talk about some problems. Let's see, Manu, if you can see some problems now. First question for this page. Do you think people rely too much on technology? Isa.
Yes. Yeah, I think that people rely. I don't. I use technology a lot, but I don't. Maybe because when I was a teenager, I didn't have technology yet, so I learned, another way. So I use technology a lot, but I don't rely on technology all the time. So, for example, I keep a record of everything that I do. And
offline?
Yes, I do. And I see that people don't do it, they just, rely on their devices, and that may be a problem. I have some friends, for example, who have lost a lot of pictures, for example, because they were just relying on technology.
Mine are all on Google Photos.
Yeah, like before because now we have the clouds, yes, and we can store our data in the cloud. But before that, so they lost a lot of photos and photos of when they were little, So nowadays that we have the cloud, is a lot easier because we can store everything. But well, I never rely anyway. I like to, keep to have a record of everything.
Nice. You said you like using the GPS. When you use it when you go first time somewhere, but you pay attention, and when you go again, you don't need the GPS anymore, or you always need the GPS?
Well, I try to always pay attention, and I like maps as well, so I like to print out everything. Yes, I like to have everything on paper. Yes, I am from this time when we used to have everything on paper, so I rely on paper.
See, I rely too much on technology. I don't pay attention, and even when I pay attention where I'm going, I just can't keep it in my mind. And then next time I go there, I can't find where I'm going without looking on Google Maps, unless I go there everywhere. For example, when Pedro and me started doing sports at Centro Olímpico, I needed the GPS for the first month, I think. Then I learned my way. I'm terrible with maps, directions, measures, everything that has to do with even a little bit of maths.
Some people have a very good geographical memory, right? They go just once and they know the way. It's amazing.
Yeah, that is, but I am not one of those. Manu.
When I use the Google Maps, I pay attention. I use it the first times when I go to any place. First times I use it Google Maps. Then I don't need Google Maps. Nice. Because I pay attention the building, the street. I need certa quantidade de control.
An amount of control, right? Some control, a little bit of control. Okay. I don't. I can't, I can't. I would like to, but I can't. So what do I do? Ruben, do you think people rely too much on technology?
I don't think it's true that nowadays, indeed, a huge amount of people using too much technology. For example, if you are living or go to the Japan in a train, you will see for sure thousands of people in the streets, or not only in the trains, but in the buses, in everywhere. And they're all the Chinese all the time with a mobile phone on the head. There is a 3 hand for the Chinese people, and unfortunately, not only for Chinese people, but everywhere. It's the 3rd hand. Our cell phone is the 3rd hand. I mean, we use too much technology.
Yeah. People don't go camping anymore. When you have to go camping, I love going camping. And when I'm camping, I don't use technology, but I don't get there by myself. See, since I was a kid, we go every July, we go camping with my family in Rio Verde, and I don't know the way. If I have to go there by myself, I won't be able to get there. and that's kind of crazy. I never pay attention. Then when we're there, we are making Rio Verde look like home, actually, because before we didn't have electricity, we didn't have shower. Now I'm just lost here. How can I say tomar banho no Rio? Swim?
Banho.
Yeah.
Take a shower. What? Bathe? Where?
A shower in the river.
Oh, tomar banho no Rio?
Yeah.
You can say bathe. Bathe in the river.
We would do that. But nowadays we have there a bathroom with a shower, with electricity. We use bulb lamps, so it's not. We sometimes take an oven with us, so it's just to say that we are camping, but we are not camping exactly, because we make a bonfire, but just for fun, just to be around it, not for cooking and those kinds of things anymore.
It's modern camping.
Huh?
Modern camping, right?
Yeah,
it's not the way our parents used to do.
Not at all. Gabi, Manu, is there someone left to talk about the first question? I don't remember. Have you talked? Yeah, Manu have, Ruben have. Yeah, we are ready to move to the next one then. Does technology make society lazy? How? You just have a testimonial about laziness, but you can add your opinions. Ruben, does technology make society lazy? In what ways?
For example, I am talking about myself. When I'm working on my computer, as my job is working in my computer, I'm always sitting in the chair. Not always. I walk with my dog also. To get relaxed, I'm using my mobile to scrolling down and up in Instagram, and that makes me always lazy because I spend a lot of time by scrolling down on Instagram or YouTube or something, and rather than do an important thing on my computer. And that's one of the most important example. And devices nowadays are more advanced than ever. And I would like to add from what we have been talking about, that computer engineering nowadays, before 5 years, if I was wanna search for a job, I will find it very easily job. But nowadays, not, because technology is like the lighting. It's very quickly. That means there is not only computer engineering, there is another level of computer engineering. Technology advances, and always technology make us laziness.
That's true. Yesterday I was in a clothes store with Pedro, and some girl came in, lending a curriculum. And I was like, wow, people still do that? Like going in person and leaving a curriculum, because everyone does that online nowadays. But I think it's a good shot if she had the courage. She was not lazy to stay home just sending online curriculums. If it was not working for her, she went in person, and that was nice to see. Yeah, Manu.
I think depend.
She loves technology.
Yeah, I love technology. Without technology, I can't make nothing. I can work. Yeah, but many people desperdiciar, como se diz?
Waste.
Waste. with time. Ruben speak about this. Technology is not only Instagram and YouTube, in Facebook, but many people this waste time in the computer, in the cell phone, the mobile phone. And don't make the word the day or day. O trabalho do dia a dia fica para depois.
Their daily work is
this is a problem in the modern society.
Social media is designed for keeping us lazy on the sofa, doing nothing, especially TikTok. TikTok's terrible. TJ, your turn.
But technology is very well for any team in their life. No? I love technology because technology helps us communication. My family live far away. I can't live in Brazil without my family. We have technology, you know?
Yeah, that's a way to make distances shorter.
Living without family, without internet, it's like living without family.
Manu, your
No.
family, everybody from your family is in Venezuela? It's just you here in Brazil? Okay. And where do you live in Brazil? In Brasilia?
No, in Paranaguá, Paraná.
Oh, nice. It's far away from us.
Have you been to Paranaguá, teacher? Teacher is quite a traveler.
Yes, I like traveling, but I haven't been there yet. So, yeah, I think that technology is awesome, but I think that technology makes kids very lazy. Oh my God, because they don't want to do anything, because they spend all day just swiping on their phones and on social media, and they don't do anything else. I think that adults, they have to do things because we don't have anybody else to do things for us. So we have to, you have to get up and do something. You have to clean your house, to do the cleaning, to do the washing, to do the laundry. You have to do things. You have to go to the supermarket. I have some friends who don't go to the supermarket anymore. They just shop online. Yes, but I still go to the supermarkets. I don't use technology for this. But we end up doing something. But kids, they don't. And my mom, you were talking about bathing in the river. My mom always mentions that when she was a kid, she used to bathe in the river every day because she lived in a small city, and it was easier. It was really easy, actually, for them to just go and have fun and play, and they didn't have anything else to do. And nowadays, in the same city, which is still a small city compared to Brasilia, kids don't do that anymore. So the kids from her family, they don't go to the river, they don't bathe in the river. They have to take swimming lessons to learn how to swim. And she learned how to swim in the river, play in the river. So I think that lazies are really, really lazy.
Parents are crazy people.
Yes.
My brother tried to teach me swimming by giving those little fishes. How do you say piaba in English, teacher?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know, but a little fish alive, he made me swallow it, and he said I would learn how to swim.
Really?
And it didn't work because nowadays I can't swim. I can't float, but I can't swim. So the fish died for nothing. Well, moving then to the next question.
Sueli, I was checking here on the internet.
Uh-huh.
I think there isn't a translation. They call abba fish.
Yeah, well, it's maybe it's a local fish.
Yes, I
that
think so.
nobody took the time to translate the name.
Yes.
But piaba, Ruben is the only one who doesn't speak English. Piaba is a little fish from rivers, sweet water. Do you know piaba, Manu?
I don't know piaba, but
Let me show you.
say a little fish. I understand.
I'll show you guys. You're so international.
Venezuela, Greece, and Brazil.
Yeah, let me show.
And Brazil is big. So we are from Brasilia. She's from Paraná, which is far away from Brasilia.
Maybe in Paraná, piaba has a different name.
Yeah, because it's a different region.
I don't know the name of fish in Portuguese.
Me too. Neither do I. Piaba. Let me find it here.
Have a different name.
My computer is so slow. Imagens. See how many names? Piava, piau, aracu, manjuba, lambari. No, but those are not the same fish. Lambari.
Yes.
See, this is a piaba. Look how small they are. See?
I know. Here is pescadinha.
Pescadinha.
In Paraná?
So there are a lot on the rivers near my house, and we used to go there playing, and my brother made me eat one of those. Bigger brothers are for that.
I think we used to fry them in Greece.
Do you have those in Greece?
Yes, and we fried them.
Yes,
Yeah,
in Brazil,
we do too.
we fry that too.
My brother
Fried
made
piaba.
me eat it alive because he's a bad person. No, kidding.
And what's the name in Greek?
Sardella.
Sarvella?
It's like sardine because it's different.
It's different.
No,
Different.
no.
Yeah, it's different from a sardine.
It's very different.
See?
Oh, it's exactly the same.
Oh, yeah, so it's different.
So you have sardine.
Sardella.
Great. Okay. Last question from this page then. Do you think modern technology reduces or increases stress? Stress is one of this century diseases, right? Kind
Yes.
of. People are so stressed out. What do you think? Modern technology reduces or increases stress?
Increases. Why? Yeah, I have an example from today. I had a problem with my phone and I needed to talk to my phone carrier, Chin. Now it's Chin. Yeah, before it was Oi, now it's Chin. And I'm not kidding. I'm not overreacting, but it took me almost 2 hours to solve that. And I couldn't solve it because they wanted me to fix it, talk to a virtual assistant. And I hate virtual assistants.
Them with all my heart.
They can't help you. They can do nothing for you. I just got to fix my problem when I talked to a real person, you know? So they were trying to get me to talk to their virtual assistants for like an hour and maybe 40 minutes. And when I was almost giving up, I called another number And I got to talk to a real person, and then I had my problem worked out. So I hate virtual assistants. It's technology.
Yeah, me too. They keep giving you the same answers.
Yes. If it's a more complex problem, they don't know how they can help you.
What do you think, Manu? Modern technology increases or decreases? Aumenta ou diminui stress?
Depende. And the people depend of technology. When my computer has a problem,
you tell me.
very stressed because I work with my computer. But I think without technology, the humans is very difficult life.
Yeah, also that. See, I don't know much about fixing computers.
I think,
it's like, sorry.
I think the technology is very necessary, but we need have control.
It's good while it's working well. Because when you have to fix it and you don't know how, it's just stress. But another thing I thought about, things are so quickly nowadays that people don't have patience anymore. See, they just want things for yesterday. And yeah, and if something doesn't go the way they were expecting, they just go crazy.
Yeah, that's true. We are very immediate. Yes, we need immediacy. If things don't go the way we were expecting, yes, we get really stressed, and computers must be fast, phones must be fast, everything must be fast, because otherwise we'll go crazy.
What do you say, Ruben? Sorry, Manu, you can finish what you would say.
I have a question for Ruben. Do you know? Do you know this?
Do you know this sign, Ruben? The sign.
Yeah. Yes.
What does this sign mean in Greece?
A common language to call the waiter.
To call the waiter. Yeah, well, here we don't do this to call the waiter because that's impolite. This is for faster. Go faster. Go quick.
Yes. Also this, and we do that to say, come on, quick, and do that quickly. Think again.
Yes. Hurry.
No, it's interaction. National language.
Okay, so Ruben, do you think modern technology increases or decreases stress?
Decreases, of course. Just a moment. I talk less. But it don't come anyway. Increases.
Increases. Why? How?
Can you please show again the presentation, because it helps me to...
There. Do you think modern technology reduces or increases stress? Why?
Increases stress because as from 2019, more and more people have started working by distance, working from home. And that means that if you have an important thing to do on Instagram, on your computer, on something in your computer, you have stress to do it. Also, a better example about increasing stress is that when you have to do something, for example, a student need to write an essay and send it via email with a period, with a timeline, there is a very stressful thing to get it's very stressful when we have to use computer, when we have to do something on our computer, we have stress. In many ways, technology somehow stresses us.
You mentioned homeworking, and I thought that is something that can cause stress, because when you work in a company, you go there, you do your job, and you come back home. It's easier for you to keep things separated. And when you work from home, it's all there. And if you are not very careful, that can be a fault of stress.
Mhm.
That is for me sometimes.
I would like
Yes, Ruben.
sorry for interrupting you. I would like to add, for example, that nowadays we are using, well, no, before 1 year ago, we were all using, no, 3 or 5 years, we were using Windows 7. And sadly, Microsoft announced that we have to upgrade to Windows 10 because Windows 7 was canceled. And then we have Windows 11, and in 1 year or 2 years, Windows 10 will be dead, not very useful. That means we have a huge stress to pay to give money for a better computer, for a better mobile. I think that's one example of stress.
Yeah, I think so. Adapting is a fault of stress. And I remember when we were migrating from, I don't know if it was Windows 7 to, I don't know which one, but there were, I used to use Word on my computer. And then someone would send me a Word document and I would try to open it and it wouldn't open because it says it was not, I don't know the word. It was not compatible. Do you remember that, teacher?
Compatible.
Yeah.
That's right, compatible.
Yeah, but do you remember that when they were transitioning
Oh,
from...
yes, I do. I remember that. Yes, it was a lot of stress for many people.
Yes. And then you would have to download some, I don't know what, and extensions and blah, blah, blah. It was not nice.
I didn't know what to do because I just use it, I just used advice.
Yeah, it was new for us, right? The internet itself, computers and applications itself, it was all new. It were all new. And then we would have to change from one to the other, and it was just a big mess.
That happened now as well with coronavirus, with the pandemic, because we had to change our lifestyle and the way we work all of a sudden. Yes. We had to start teaching from home, and so we had to learn very quickly how to teach from home. And a lot of teachers, they were hesitating because they are older and they didn't want to use technology to teach. And then all of a sudden, like in February, we started the school year teaching from school. And then in June, we had to start teaching from home. So teachers had just like 3 or less than 3 months to learn how to use Zoom and Meet and the platform, Google platform, and all of a sudden. So a lot of teachers hesitated for a long time. They didn't want to do that. But we had no other way because of the pandemic.
Adaptating is difficult, hard.
Yes, yeah, when you have time, yes, but we didn't have time.
When you have, sorry, teacher, your voice cracked and I didn't understand. When we have time, what?
Sorry, it's because my mic's not working very well. Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, no, I said that when you have time to adapt and to adjust, to a new system, to a new way, it's okay. But teachers didn't have much time. Some teachers already knew how to do many of these things, but a lot of teachers were older and were not into technology. They, for them it was very little time to work to learn so many things in like 2-3 months.
Yes.
For students as well, because we think that students know everything, but they don't. That I have to teach my students how to prepare slides, how to make a slideshow. They don't know. It's all new for them, and I get surprised because we think that they know everything, but they don't. Sometimes, I find myself teaching them a bunch of things that they don't know how to deal with, and it's technology, and it's part of their generation.
Giving us a slide model helps a lot. Thank you very much. Okay. Technology for the future, guys. What is technology bringing to our future? What do you think is coming?
Sally,
Yes,
I need to go.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Sorry. I love conversation with you. Bye.
Thank you for being here.
Goodbye. Thank you very much for participating.
Okay, so future teacher, what do you think technology is bringing for our future?
Worrying because it depends on how governments are gonna act towards technology as well. Have you seen that movie? Maybe Ruben has seen because he works in the area. The Social Dilemma. It's a Netflix documentary.
No, I haven't.
No, have you seen Ruben?
About Netflix movies, no, I don't watch Netflix, but I recommend for practicing your English and know a little bit about technology or more about technology. I don't remember exactly. To watching, there is a movie with a little kid named Artificial Intelligence.
What's the name?
Artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence. Oh, okay.
Yeah. In 2009, in 80s or 90s. 90s was making of this movie.
Yeah, I have seen this movie, but I saw it like a long time ago. I don't remember anymore. I'm going to see it again.
When I was younger.
Yes. So there is this Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma. It's an American documentary, and they talk about the damage that the social media can cause if governments don't take measures, if they don't do anything. And they mention especially 2 things. They talk about teenagers, that teenagers are having a lot of mental problems and disorders because of technology, because of the social media. So that's one of the focus of the documentary. And the other one is that technology is being used to destroy democracies. That's another thing that they mention. And they say that if governments don't start regulate social media, the whole world will have a huge problem in the future. So I think that it all depends on how we're going to deal with it. Right now, not much is being done, I think. And for example, we have lots and lots of fake news being spread everywhere, and that's a big problem. We have the mental disorders. I have lots of students who are having anxiety crisis during the class. All of a sudden, nothing happens and students start having a crisis in the middle of the class. And when you ask them what happens, they don't know what happened, you know? It just happens. And it has all to do with TikTok, Instagram, and social media in general. And we are doing nothing about it. I mean, as a society, I know that isolated speaking, parents are doing whatever they can. Yes, we are looking for professional help, but we have to do something as a society, you know, because it's becoming a very big problem.
Mm-hmm. Not always parents act.
Yes.
Sometimes, because it's much easier just leave the kid to the cell phone, right? Much easier in the short time. Ruben, what is technology bringing for our future?
Many things, but before saying that, I would like to say that Isabela said, wow, I was stunned by listening to that, because it's the most important to listen to the users right now that listen to us. This is the most important from all, to have a limit when you are using your cell phone. It's very important, because using technology must bring mental issues, and there are many mental things, just like ADHS. It's a new mental something, it's anxious. So anyways, it's very important to use technology in limits. About the question, can you please show the presentation slowly again to answer the question?
Mm-hmm. What is technology bringing to our future?
So, what's technology bringing to our future? For example, when I was working in a telecommunication Vodafone shop, so one day my boss said me that we are going to have a meeting and talking about from distance or not distance, transferring media from a client, or detect problems on cell phone and etc. I mean that you are far away right now and I am here in Greece, and by this application this program I can see what's the problem of your cell phone. I mean, this is one of the example of the benefits of technology, what the future of technology is. There are plenty of things that included in the future of technology.
You mean remote control for cell phones?
Not only remote control, you can searching this application, this program, when you have the application in your mobile, and also usually when you have this application, I can check. You send me that, Ruben, I have a problem with my cell phone. It doesn't work. I cannot hear the other while speaking. So with this application, I connect connected to your phone and do some stuff to see what's the problem.
Is this does this already exist, or is it something they're developing for the future?
now have been developed and it's already in Vodafone shop and also in Cosmote. Cosmote is a network organization in Greece and also Vodafone. Vodafone, not only Greece, we have in Ireland, Greece and Italy.
I didn't know, but I should have. Because for computers, long ago, we have TeamView and other programs you can remote control a computer and fix things if you need, or do other things if you may. Okay, let me see what we have here. What is the new technology you're looking forward to have available and accessible for you? That's an important question because having the technology available does not mean it is accessible for you. So what is the new technology you're looking for to have available and accessible for you? Teacher.
Oh, I think I already have what I need. I think I already have what I need, but maybe I would like to have a teletransportation device, something like that. That would be amazing. Maybe in the future, people think it's a crazy idea, but I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. Wow. Yeah. See, you wouldn't even have to have superpowers to be able to teletransport. That would be amazing.
Ruben, do you think that's possible? Because you are into it and you know what's going on.
I would like to, if you like, to repeat in brief what you said because I didn't get exactly what you meant by saying that.
Can you repeat, teacher?
Yes, I said that I already have what I need. So if I could look forward to something, maybe I would like to have a teletransportation device, you know? And then I said that a lot of people think that this is a crazy idea that will never happen. But I asked you if you think that's possible because you are into the tech field and you know what's going on, right? So do you think that's possible?
I can say that God make humans, humans make robots. Also, humans made the television. They transferring all over the world globally. First was the voice. Second was the image. And third, they are trying nowadays to transfer the smell. About transferring all the body, I don't think it's possible.
Really, Ruben?
Wow.
A man of little faith.
They are trying to do that by marketing. I mean, when I was taking exam of C2 examination, there was an article about transferring the smell, and they are trying to do it in the film industry. When you are watching a movie, and for example, there is an actor smelling a food, the food you can smell the food that is included in the film.
I think that would be one more step to the moment we would be able to teletransport.
Yes.
Maybe through a TV as well. I don't know.
Yes.
Well,
maybe in the next reincarnation. Yes.
Yeah, even though we have a long way to go, I think that may be possible. Yeah. And I'm forgetting things. I would say something, but I don't remember what was that. Whatever. Moving then to the next one. I think that one is about. Oh, I remember. This one is about. Can you think of a series, movie, documentary that represent this future the best and share it with us? When you were talking, I remembered this documentary I want to share or recommend, and it's called The Future. It's on Netflix. And the future, and each episode they talk about the future of a field or on an area or something specific. So they go deep. And then the first episode they were talking about using IA to bring the dead back from the dead. Not exactly bringing, but during our lives, we are leaving our data everywhere. As I said, we are on social medias, and there are photos, videos. So this IA would put it all together and creating a digital personality of yours. And it would not just repeat things you have already done or said, but it would be like a virtual version of yours and do things, say things you have never done or said in life. And I was like, wow. Oh my gosh.
Yes, that's crazy. That's
crazy. And then they were discussing. One thing I find interesting about this documentary is that they are not just throwing information on you. They ask questions and they make you think of whether that would be a good thing or not, or maybe it would be good for some people, but other people would not want to have anything to do with that. And then they talk about regulation of technology, as you mentioned before, teacher. So I think that's nice, a nice way of approaching the topic.
I would like to say that I remembered when you say that about metaverse. And Meta was developing this method. Metaverse is the visual of the person in a virtual world. That means when you are here in a real world, when you are wearing virtual glasses, you see yourself doing something in a virtual way. I think that's truly said.
Sorry, I have a question about metaverse because that's confusing. I don't know much about it, but metaverse would be like different realities. Like we could live in different realities and all of them exist. It's not just like a dream, but they all exist.
Yes, I think that Shirley was saying like something like that, right, Shirley?
Something like that, but not exactly, because when you're here and you're living on a virtual reality, you're here, your body's here. So even though you spend a lot of time in that virtual reality, when you're not there, you're in the real life doing real things. But with the dead ones, they would exist only online, only in that digital world. And maybe you would find them on metaverse as well. If they are able to transitate online, why not?
I will watch the movie. It's The Future, right? When is it? When was it made, the documentary? Do you know?
No, but it was available on Netflix last week or last month, something. It's recent on Netflix.
Have you guys seen Black Mirror, which is a science fiction TV show?
No, a lot of people have recommended.
Oh my God!
Series, but
yes, you guys should see it. It's an episode. It's a TV show. There are lots of seasons and episodes, and they are all independent. You know, the episodes are not connected, so you can see whatever episode you want, because it doesn't follow a story or an order. And there is this episode in which you have to rate people. So for example, you look at somebody's clothes. If you like that clothes, you just go and you rate the person's clothes on your cell phone. This person comes and talks to you and you think this person is nice. So you go and you rate the person's behavior.
Wow. People already judge a lot.
Yes, and then you can give from 1 to 5 stars to the person, and then you can rate everything in society. You can rate people's behavior, people's clothes, people's shoes, people's everything. And you can only get things based on the ratings that you got from other people.
Wow.
It's amazing. The episode's amazing. So for example, for you to get a job, people will look at the ratings that you got from other people. For you to get a promotion, for you to have a boyfriend, people will look at your ratings. They will look at your ratings and how many likes you get when you post things. So it's very well done, you know. And I think it talks about what we can face in the future. We are already facing, and it may get worse in the future.
Yeah, there are a lot of judgments in the internet, and some people they live by that, right? They take the judgment they see from the internet, they get from the internet as true, and they live by that. I think that's very dangerous, and nobody gave you the right to do that. Imagine if someone gives you the right to do that.
Yes.
If that is the policy, that is something really scary.
And there is also another movie, Her. Have you seen this movie?
Which one? Her?
Her. In Portuguese, ela. In English, Her. It's about a guy, an American guy, who develops a relationship with an artificially intelligent virtual assistant. It's a virtual assistant, you know, it's an AI, and he develops a relationship with this virtual assistant, but it's a real relationship. And nowadays we have, this movie is about 10 years old. By the time we didn't have people having relationships with dolls, and today we have people who have relationships with dolls. Have you seen that in Australia?
No,
you mean Ex Machina? The movie Ex Machina, you mean?
Yeah, it's like they buy a doll to be their partner because they say that it's a lot easier to relate with a doll than with a real person. I can find the news for you.
I know a movie. I see for 5 minutes and I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I don't know what's the movie, but I'm referring about a movie which the name is Ex Machina. It's not in the Netflix, and it was a not web development, and programmer development that was created a robot, an Ex Machina, who was fell in love with her.
I haven't seen that as well.
What's the name of the movie?
Ex Machine.
Ex Machine.
Ex Machina.
Machina with an A in the end? You mean? Okay. Well, it's 6:30, guys. The conversation is good. We are going here and keep going, but it's time to say goodbye. Yeah. So I want to thank you, teacher and Ruben, for being here, sharing your opinions, experiences. Even though most of my students are not here today, they will be able to watch on YouTube later, so they'll be able to learn some things. Thank you very much, teacher. Your last words before we finish this meeting.
Oh, so I want to thank you for having invited me to be here today. It was great to meet Ruben and Manuelis, right? Mm-hmm. And I hope to see you again soon. It was awesome.
You are more than invited. Come back whenever you want.
Okay, thank you. Just let me know.
Ruben, what time is it? Oh, sorry to interrupt, teacher.
No, I have finished.
Okay. Ruben, what time is it in Greece?
11:31.
Wow. Bad time.
That's a
Living
question we have to ask every meeting. Ruben, your last words before we finish?
My last word before sleeping. To thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and go watch the persona de conversação.com.br that I have created, and it's my first project, and I'm very glad about it. Thank you very much. Very important, the club, because we are chatting by practicing our listening. Thank you, and it was a very pleasure to meet you, Isabela.
You too.
That's my last words. Not before dying. My last words before ending this meeting. So thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Thank
you
you.
watching on YouTube. Thank you to you watching on YouTube. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Follow Ruben's advice. He knows what he's saying. Thank you. Bye.